We all know this parenting thing is no easy feat. And sometimes these children, they can carry you where you don't know. Like, they can sometimes drive you crazy, right? So today we want to talk about how we can foster positive communication with our children by simply changing the way we phrase things. And as I speak, my child is piling up cups on me, and I don't know why. What do you want? You want me to open it? You want to play with it? So instead of saying things that will shut down communication, we can simply tweak our words to build connection and understanding between us and our children. Okay. So today's video is kind of like, instead of this, say this kind of video. All right. So if you're interested in this, and you should be interested in this, let's dive in. Okay. So number one will be to encourage instead of criticize. So when our kids are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, it is very easy to pinpoint the things that they are doing wrong, right? Rather than the ones that they do right normally. So instead of saying, why can't you ever get it right? Say, I see that you're trying. Keep going. You can do it. Okay? Now, this little change reminds your child that their effort matters. Okay? It reminds your child. Because the thing with children is that they would focus on that negative one that you've said, and they will start to ponder on it and think that, okay, they're no good. Okay? But when you encourage the child and show the child that the effort matters, okay, it builds their confidence and their courage. Number two, offering choices instead of commands. I know a lot of us grew up in homes where we're commanded. And listen, we're trying to change this thing, Abby. That is a generational something that we're trying to change. Okay. So because you were brought up that way does not mean that you should raise your children that way, because you don't understand. A lot of times we don't know the level of trauma that those things have caused. Because even kids as little as 2 years old, 1 year old, they like to have a sense of control over the things that they do. Okay, they do not want to be controlled or feel like they do not have control over what they're doing. So it is important to give choices rather than commands. For example, instead of go clean your room now, you can give choices like, would you rather clean your room now or after dinner? And this is more effective because now it gives the child a sense of ownership and responsibility, okay, to want to do it at the time they said they want to do it. And even if the child doesn't do it, rinse and repeat. That way we give them a sense of responsibility and then set clear expectations as well. All right, because now it is your word. You said you would do it after dinner. Now it's after dinner. You have to do it. Number three, empathy instead of dismissal. When our kids are feeling upset, rather than saying, don't cry, you're a strong man, boys don't cry. And this thing did not hurt you so bad, you shouldn't be crying. These things can make them feel unheard and unvalidated, okay? And it creates some form of insecurity within that child. So instead of saying, oh, it's not a big deal, you don't have to cry. Oh, you're a big boy, you don't have to cry. You can say, I can see that you feel upset. Do you want to talk about it? And really speak about it with that child, because sometimes whatever is making them feel upset is not the one that you can see on the surface. It is something deeper. All right. So it is important. And this creates a connection between you and your child, and allows the child understand that you are their security. It also helps them know that their feelings matter, and then it opens the door for deeper conversation and connection, like I said before, between you and your child. Number four, problem solving instead of blame. Now, when something goes wrong, it's easy to place the blame on the child. Oh, this is your fault. I told you to do it before. Now look. Now I'm guilty of this myself. Okay, so don't think that I'm perfect. I'm guilty of this myself. But instead of saying this is your fault, all right, let's try words like, let's figure this out together. How can we fix it? How can we make it better? How can we fix it together? All right, and offer your help, offer your support. Now, this does not only teach accountability, but also reinforces teamwork and problem-solving skills in your child. Now, number five will be teaching patience instead of showing frustration. And this one starts with you. This one starts with you, mom or dad. To teach patience instead of showing frustration, this begins with you. And when the children upset you, right, rather than being frustrated and shout, and see, you're not perfect, okay? But rather than being frustrated, rather than shouting, let us show patience. And because it is normal for kids to want to move at their own pace, right? And instead of getting frustrated about it, let us teach them how to show patience. Let us patiently walk and guide them towards that thing that they're supposed to be doing. Okay, so instead of hurry up, we don't have all day, you're wasting my time. Let us say, listen, I know you're trying your best, but let us see if we can do this faster together, okay? Or how can I help you to do this faster, all right? Or do you think that maybe if you put this down, you would be able to do it faster, all right? You'll be able to do it quicker. This teaches patience, and it also keeps the mood positive rather than everybody being upset. Hold on. Why are you crying? You need help? You know you can ask for help. Number 3, curiosity instead of assumptions. Oh, did I say number 3? 6, curiosity instead of assumptions. Now, when a child makes mistakes, now instead of assuming you know why the child made that mistake, it is better for you to ask. Because asking them questions allows us to understand their own perspective, all right, as to why they did that thing or as to why that mistake was made, all right? So instead of, why did you do that, right? Why, I know you did that because dash, right? Say, can you help me understand why this happened? Can you help me understand why you did this? Can you help me understand why you made this mistake? Do you understand? That is better than the yelling and all of that. This approach fosters open communication between parents and their children, all right? And it also helps your kids feel safe to express themselves, right? And it also makes them not feel scared when they make mistakes, right? They can come to you to explain to you. Number 7, encouraging independence instead of overcorrecting. Kids learn by doing, okay? And sometimes letting them make mistakes and then rerouting and recorrecting themselves is always better than stepping in too soon, okay? Sometimes, because they can figure it out, right? Just letting them explore, okay? Letting them be independent. So instead of saying, here, let me do that for you, or let me help you fix that, or I can do that for you, all right? You can say, you've got this. Let me know if you need help, okay? I can help you if you want, okay? Let me know when you can't do it anymore. You know, all those things will help encourage independence in your child. Number 8, positive redirection. Instead of saying no constantly, no. Can I do this? No. Can I do that? No. No, don't touch that. Now, I know kids need boundaries, okay? And, but hearing no all the time can feel very, very discouraging. And it's also for adults, right? Hearing no all the time can feel very discouraging, okay? So instead of saying, no, you can't have that toy, or no, don't take that, or no, don't touch that, let's just say, let's put this on your birthday wish, okay? Or instead of doing that, why don't you let us do this? Or I don't want you to do this now, let us do this instead, okay? So redirecting them, okay? It keeps the conversation constructive. It boosts your child's confidence, okay? Rather than making them, because saying no all the time makes them feel like they're constantly making mistakes. The last but not least, and this one is the one that I do not like when parents do. I don't like it at all, okay? And it's building self-esteem instead of comparison. I don't like when parents compare their children with other children. It is demoralizing, okay? Instead of comparing your child with others, right? Even if it's unintentional, okay, it can harm their self-worth. It can help harm their confidence. It can make them feel like people are better than they are. All right. So if this is something you do, don't do it. Don't do it at all. This one, I don't do this one at all. Okay. So instead of saying, why can't you be more like your brother? Or look at your brother, look at what your brother is doing. Or look at what your friend does. You can say, I love how unique and creative you are. And then help your child find their unique and creative abilities. And now capitalize, zoom in on those things. Okay. Zoom in on those abilities. All right. Because every child is different. And praising their difference, their uniqueness, and their creativity, it builds self-worth and confidence. All right. There you have it. 9 simple and yet powerful tips to foster creative communication between your kids and yourself. Remember, small changes in how we speak and communicate with the children makes a big difference in how they respond. Okay. Also, always know that your child is an individual. Your child is a person on their own. Okay. All right, guys. If you found this video helpful, kindly hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day, everyone. My name is Deborah H.